Hey Capricorn, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and we're going to get right into your June 1st through 15th general reading. Always excited to do the Capricorn reading because I'm a Capricorn, Sun, Mercury, and Neptune. Yeah, so I'm always prepared to drag myself through with the Capricorn reading. And everything is already pre-shuffled. I just still have to shuffle a little bit on camera. That's just for Capricorn this time. Message. Okay, Capricorn. It's time for you to show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Feel like that's pretty straightforward. If you've been dimming your light to try to keep other people comfortable, if you've been hiding something about yourself, some aspect of yourself, whether it's for your own comfort or for the comfort of someone else, Spirit is saying that it's time for you to stop doing that. All right, let's see what the guidebook has to say. Okay. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Attune to the moon. Be aware of your feelings, but also be prepared to move on. Additional meanings for this card. Excuse me, Capricorn. Additional meanings for this card. Don't lose the beauty and romance of life. You are too much in your head. Get into your heart. A friend needs you. Be there for them. A situation is going to take a very unexpected turn. Okay. It's interesting. Okay, Capricorn. So today I'm going to use the Dust to Onyx Tarot by Courtney Alexander. And I will always use at least one deck created by a Black person in all my public readings. And for this round of readings, it is Dust to Onyx Tarot. What messages do you have for Capricorn Spirit? Judgment wanted to pop out. It's meant to come out. Okay. What's your Capricorn, please? This is too many. Clear messages for Capricorn. Wow. Okay, Capricorn. So the first card you have is Young Gourd. Young Gourd is the Knight of Cups. This is a very emotional offer. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio person. Doesn't have to be. It is someone who has a lot of emotion or a lot of love to offer, and that emotion or love is spilling over. It's dripping from their mental space, from their emotional space, and just falling down all over them. In the traditional tarot, this would be like the shaky knight, the knight who is attempting not to let his emotions spill over unsuccessfully in this deck while he approaches someone to make a love offer. So you may either be making an offer of love to someone, Capricorn, or someone is moving toward you with that offer. And the Five of Coins is here. The Five of Coins in this deck talks about hope after being in a seemingly hopeless situation. It talks about moving to a more calm or safer place after having been in a place of danger. A new lease on life, or so in the traditional tarot is about the opposite thing. So it's kind of flipped in this deck. It would be about being left out in the cold. So in this case, it's coming in from out of the cold. This could be new hope after having lost basically everything: your job, your home, your relationship. This is a boat of I don't like the term refugees, but I can't think of another way to say it, of refugees from East Africa. I'm not sure which country, being rescued and taken to Italy, I believe, or somewhere in the Mediterranean due to civil unrest where they're from. So moving to a safer place and being rescued from a hopeless or dire situation and moving to a place of safety. Okay. Then you have the Nine of Gourds, or it would be the Nine of Cups. This card is about wish fulfillment and about healing, especially very emotional wishes, or the healing of a very emotional situation. And the person in this card is represented as a spider, and they are tangled up in this web of emotion, or at the center of this web of emotion. This could also be about someone creating emotional fulfillment for themselves, which makes a lot of sense because 9 cards are cards that talk about singlehood and about individuality. So I feel like this is total emotional fulfillment within oneself, irrespective of whether or not you're in a relationship. But, well, no, not irrespective. Most likely this is about a single person. You can still have self-fulfillment within a relationship, but I don't necessarily, well, I was going to say I don't see a relationship here, but that's not completely true. Let's keep going. Okay. The Four of Coins. The Four of Coins talks about holding on to your tangible manifestations of abundance, holding on to your money. It could be in the sense of being stingy or selfish, or holding on to money because you are operating from a scarcity mindset. Or it could also talk about just being wise about the way you spend your money, being wise about your property, about children, or whatever other tangible things that we ascribe worth to. In this card, it looks like this is about the storage of grains and holding on to abundance, like saving for a rainy day. Okay. The Four of Staffs is here. This would be the Four of Wands, and this is the 1111 card. This is another soulmate or twin flame card. This card can represent marriage, like a wedding ceremony. There are not only staffs or wands present in this card, but there are calabashes present in this card too. So whatever this fours represent stability in our foundations. So this is about our passions, about stability, about foundation. So it could be creating a stable new foundation around something emotional, which is represented by those calabashes. And cowries are here too, which in my mind also represents pentacles or earth energy, because cowrie used to be used as currency. So this is stability in all senses. It really, to me, represents marriage, stable passions, stable money, stable emotions, and people being celebratory around the creation of this new stable foundation. And under the deck, we have Papa Gourd. Papa Gourd would be the King of Cups. Again, that's water energy. This is a person who is very deeply emotional, but is very in control of those emotions, knows when and where it's best to express them. When this energy is out of balance, they could either be cold and not showing any emotion at all, or their emotions could be completely out of control and completely overtaking them. And it's interesting, the first card was Young Gourd, and then the last card was Papa Gourd. I feel like this is someone maturing from being this very emotional energy with this offer that they have to make, to being more in control of those emotions by the time that offer is becomes something stable. All right, I'm going to clarify with the tarot of the Orishas. Why is Young Gourd here? Tell us more about Young Gourd, please. What is this emotional offer? Why is Young Gourd here for Capricorn? Capricorn, you could be receiving romantic messages from someone soon, because undines or undines and mermaids are here, and that is all about communication. It's about emotional communication, emotional messages. Someone might even like write you a song or play you a love song or send you some type of emotional communication, emotional messages. especially being here clarifying young Gourd, this very emotional person with this love offer that they have today. Yansa is here. I feel like this is a change. You might have, maybe someone has not, been necessarily that emotionally expressive before, or either all of these messages, these incoming emotional messages are going to create a lot of change in your life. And this could be you with this offer to make or sending these messages to Capricorn, but either way, it will usher in the winds of change. That is the realm of Oya or Yansa, who is here. She ushers in change with her winds. She also ushers souls to the afterlife. That's why the cemetery is represented here. Is there anything else about young Gourd? Okay. Why is the Five of Coins here? Okay. So the first card that came out clarifying the Five of Coins is the Six of Water in reverse. The Six of Water in the upright talks about reconciliations or reminiscing about past situations or past relationships or even past times spent with family and friends that bring you emotional comfort. Here in the reverse, this could either be saying that someone is longing to reconcile and are unable to. Maybe that reconciliation is blocked and someone doesn't want to reconcile. Or maybe someone is reflecting on a past emotional situation and those memories bring them pain instead of comfort. But being here with the Five of Coins, which could also represent being left out in the cold or hope for a situation that seems hopeless, I feel like this is someone who wishes that they could reconcile with another person, but for some reason they are unable to. And Fairies and Sylphs is here. This is messages from spirit, and especially like spirits in the sense of like muses or someone being inspired in some way. Particularly like artists, musicians, poets. Maybe this just made me think of singing the blues. I feel like someone is singing the blues. Maybe someone's singing sad songs or writing sad songs. As we have two cards here that are about like romantic messages. There's a lot of water, a lot of emotion. I feel like someone is either singing sad songs or writing sad songs. I don't know if that resonates with you at all, Capricorn, but that's what I'm getting. Tell me about the Nine of Swords, please. Tell me about the Nine of Swords, please. This is a lot of cards, and I want to take them. Okay, so clarifying the Nine of Gourds. Actually, I'm gonna read this Ace of Fire with those cards that already came out because it landed there, and I just feel moved to read them there. If this is a reconciliation that's being blocked for someone somehow, and they're receiving some messages from spirit about it, some type of inspiration, they're being inspired to renew the passion in that situation or to move towards a passionate new beginning. That's what the Ace of Fire is about. And I feel like they're being asked to have strength or maintain their strength and be fierce about moving toward this. They could also be moving towards a Leo. Someone can have Leo in their chart. Doesn't have to be. Right. So the first card clarifying the Nine of Gourds is the enslaved prisoner. So this could either be the same person who is single and is experiencing their wish fulfillment, or this could be someone else seeing someone in that energy and feeling like they have been persecuted and basically left to die, and that they can't make any moves, they can't get free from whatever this situation is. The Village is the next card out. This would be the Tower. This is an unexpected event that brings everything tumbling down. In this card, the village is set on fire, is set ablaze by a strike of lightning. And not everyone survives. Some people are able to escape. And those who escape will rebuild the village, but not everyone makes it out. Okay. The Couple came out. The Lovers are here. So this is a decision that someone is needing to make around love, about a possible soulmate or twin flame relationship, just like we saw represented in that Four of Staffs card. Perhaps someone felt persecuted or bound in a relationship, or bound to a relationship, and something happened, lightning struck the relationship and it came tumbling down. And then someone was forced to make a decision about a love relationship. And they make that decision from the place of a clear mind, or there's a new opportunity for clarity after a truth is spoken. The Ace of Air, Ace of Swords could represent the sword, or represent truth. Clarity after a time of illusions or lies or something that wasn't revealed or wasn't completely illuminated, that brought heartbreak for someone. So someone felt stuck or persecuted for some reason, or like they were in bondage, but a tower came tumbling down, the village was set ablaze, and someone received clarity about a relationship after they had been kept in the dark, or there had been secrets for a long time. And there is healing and wish fulfillment here around this entire situation. But I feel like healing and wish fulfillment that comes in for someone after they are single. That's the fourth one too. Capricorn, showing up in your own reading. Anything else about the Four of Coins? Capricorn, I definitely feel like this is you, because Four of Coins is a Capricorn card, and then you have the Devil, which is the Capricorn card. This could also be about addictions, obsessions, codependency, just out of control shadow elements. Bondage. But it really could just be you either holding on to someone or something, or them holding on to you. And it could be a Sagittarius that you're holding on to, or that's holding on to you, because the guardian angel is here. This is Temperance, the Sagittarius card. It's here in reverse. So if this is the Sagittarius person, this is someone who is, even if it's not a Sagittarius person, this is someone who is out of balance, whose emotions are all over the place, and they're not tempered. They're not tempering their emotions. And we have the air element and the five of water. So air, there could be an Aries, I mean, not an Aries, excuse me, an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra attached to this situation, or one of the people involved may have these signs somewhere in their chart. Or this is new life being breathed into something after a person felt like they were drowning. The five of water is here again. Oh no, that's the five of coins, excuse me. The five of water is here, but it's interesting that how prominently water features in both of these cards, in the five of water and the five of coins. The five of coins, they're on a boat in the middle of the sea. The five of water, this person is drowning or about to. They cannot gain a foothold after they've slipped off this edge into the water. They're holding on to this branch, but the branch has a notch in it and is about to break. And there's no one around who can help them. But I feel like this breath of life is being breathed into this hopeless situation, or will be breathed into someone who feels like they're drowning or in danger of drowning. It could very well be this person whose energies are out of balance. Capricorn, it may be you that's out of balance and needing to temper your own energies. Anything else? Anything else here for the Four of Staffs? Okay, Capricorn. So clarifying the Four of Staffs, that card that talks about establishing stability in your passions, stability also in emotions and abundance, is the Four of Water. The Four of Water could either be about missed opportunities or about rejecting an offer, but it's stagnant or like stagnant water, stagnant energy, being stagnant in one's emotions. That's what water represents. This is Scorpio energy. So someone, there may be a Scorpio attached to this situation, or someone with Scorpio in their chart. And the way the cards came out, the fish in this card for the Four of Water is looking up and right at this Four of Staffs, this possible wedding, may perhaps feeling like they've missed an opportunity to have that. And then the next card that came out is the Baba Orisha. So someone is realizing that they have all the necessary elements to manifest what it is that they want. And then we have the Eight of Earth or Eight of Pentacles, working hard at something, whether that's an apprenticeship, an actual job, or just putting effort in. So I feel like someone, after a time of being, stagnant in their emotions or feeling like they missed an opportunity, or realizing that through hard work they can manifest what it is that they want. And that fish is looking at the wedding card. So I feel like someone is wanting possibly to get married or to stabilize some emotional relationship, emotional, passionate relationship, and they are working hard or going to work hard at that. And here under the deck is Ogun. Ogun is the deity who clears all obstacles and enemies from our paths. He easily has slain this dragon here. He has a sword in one hand and a spear in the other. It didn't even take him any effort to take out this beast. And when it comes to romance, Ogun moves with the speed and power of a speeding train. And he also owns all modes of transportation, because most modes of transportation are comprised of metal, and he's the owner of all metals. He is the owner of war, because most weapons are made of metal, and he's the owner of all metals. So I feel like if this is about a romantic situation, then someone is moving towards you, Capricorn, very quickly, or you're moving towards someone very quickly after having realized that perhaps you missed an opportunity, or that you rejected an offer for something that you really did want, and now you are willing to put in the work to manifest it. I feel like someone is being asked to hold on. It could either be a relationship between a Capricorn and a Sagittarius, or a Capricorn with Sagittarius in their chart who feels out of balance is being asked to hold on in a situation that they feel like they're drowning in, and a new breath of life is being breathed into them. Some emotional person is wanting to send emotional messages to someone to bring about some type of change, so that they can have a reconciliation that perhaps they've been wanting, that they haven't been able to have for some reason or another. And there were a lot of lies or mysteries or secrets around this situation, and the truth is going to come out, because we got the card for the absolute truth right next to the card for lies, secrets, and mysteries. Okay. All right, Capricorn, I hope this resonated for you. If it did, please let me know in the comments. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you back here for your next reading, okay? I love you. Pelu Ife. Bye.